tuna in olive oil. It's the only way to buy it, right?
That's the only way I'll eat it.
Tuna in olive oil. Now, I know what you're thinking. Deviled eggs, this is an English dish. But we're making it Italian.
Made Italian.
So, just want to whirl it up. Get it fine, because I'm going to put that through a pastry bag. Okay. Meanwhile, you are going to take the yolks out of the eggs. See those?
All right.
And you want to mash them up in that bowl, because then we're going to add the tuna. This is so simple. I always say, you know, if you use quality ingredients, you don't need to use a lot. You just need to use good things. So tuna in olive oil. You can buy this in your store.
That's right. We got it from Calabria.
Okay.
And we have some from Sicily, too.
Yeah, and in olive oil. Very good, not in water. So now once we have the yolks, all you have to do is mash this up with a fork. We're going to give that a little salt. There's a little salt over there next to you, so if you want to put a little bit of salt in there, mash it up with a fork. Do you do a lot of cooking at home?
I do a lot of eating, Marianne.
He's so serious when he says
you know,
this.
No, I'll tell you what it is. I know what I like. I usually like to direct.
Yeah.
And once I see it comes out the way I like it, then
you're happy.
I'm happy. I just sit down and eat.
Okay, pressure now. That's all I can say. All right, so we've got that mashed. Did you put the salt in?
I put a little salt in.
Okay, here's a little tip for you. The next time you need a hard-boiled egg, please do not boil them. Instead, steam them. I just put them in my steamer basket. Put the steamer on, let it go, and you will never have one of those black rings that you always find around hard-boiled eggs. Try it.
I'm going to try it.
Okay, that looks good. We're going to add the tuna. You don't have to add a lot of salt because you've got salt in the tuna, number one, so we want to control how much salt we have there. So now you can mash that. And then, Lou, we're going to add one of my favorite soft cheeses. This is something called mascarpone. Mascarpone. Do you want to explain? This is a Lombardia cheese.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mascarpone is a natural cream cheese. And you know, in making cheeses such as Grana Padano,
yes,
it's made from skimmed milk. Skimming the milk they do that by letting the milk stand, and the cream rises to the top. They skim off the cream, and then it's either made into butter or it's made into mascarpone. And mascarpone is basically cream, a little bit of white pepper sometimes, and a little bit of salt, whipped up beyond whipped cream, but just before butter. So it's pretty easy to make itself, but the Italian mascarpone's got the richness of that Lombardian.
Right. So a little fresh parsley. Now, we should say that, you know, the minute you say mascarpone cheese, the only thing people ever think about is tiramisu, but you can cook with this cheese. Makes a great sauce.
Sure. Absolutely.
We're going to use it for this. I put a little parsley in, so now we want to bind that all together. So here's put about, you know, a quarter cup.
Quarter cup?
Yes, of the mascarpone in. And you want to do that when the cheese is at room temperature.
Yeah, sometimes it gets a little bit thick.
Yeah. Okay, so now you can mix that all together. And then what we're going to do is fill these egg whites with this. No more mayonnaise and all of that, which is really not very good for you. If you have if you see that the mixture is too dry, too, you can add a little bit. I think you need a little bit more.
Mascarpone, sure.
A little bit more of the mascarpone. So here, let me give it to you because I don't want you to get your fork in there. Yeah, this could be just a bit softer. Okay, that's good. So, by the magic of preparing things ahead of time, I've got some in a pastry bag. You don't have to do this. You don't have to use a pastry bag. You could just spoon it in.
Spoon it right in, sure.
But this gives you a little bit more control. And then you just pipe, see, into the eggs.
Makes it a little more artistic, too.
A little bit more artistic. You just pipe it in. And then over the top, I like to add a couple capers. I like capers in salt or capers in brine. If you're doing capers in salt, you're going to have to rinse the salt off. Why don't you put the capers on? Okay. That just adds another little dimension of flavor.
You know, this is a Sicilian dish.
Yeah.
You know why? You use the sale marino from Sicily, the capers from Pantelleria, Sicily, and the tuna that's caught off of Trapani, Sicily.
So it's a true Sicilian dish.
I think so.
Hey, you're always thinking. That's good. Okay, that's great. And then you can add a little bit of parsley over the top. See? Just like that. And you have a really healthy deviled egg.